All right. Good morning. Or at least I think it's morning. I don't know my days. But today we're going to be talking about fallacies. Okay? We're only going to be talking about 6. Number 1, equivocation. Amen. You know what I was thinking, bro? What were you thinking, man? Like, you ever wonder, like, that trees have bark and that dog barks? So, if you put 2 and 2 together, the dog must be a tree. All right, so the reason why this would be a fallacy of equivocation, because obviously dogs are not trees. Dogs are animals. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they're mammals because they give birth to live babies. But, just because you're connecting 2 different barks does not mean that they equal each other. So that would be fallacy of equivocation. All right, number 2, amphibly. Hey, bro, so I had another thought, okay? Just bear with me for this. I had another thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, but what's with your other thought, man? Like, what's your other thought? Like, you know how your nephew misses you, right? Of course, I miss my nephew too. So, like, what if he has you for dinner? I don't think he could have me for dinner, man. You mean that he can, like, I can go over to his house for dinner? Like I can go over to his house, to eat with him. Yeah, man, that's what I said. You weren't listening, duh. Come on, man. Get it together. All right, so the reason why the last one was a fallacy was because obviously my nephew can't have me for dinner. I mean, that would be cannibalism, and that's just nasty. And that might be a bias, but that's just nasty. Um, Obviously my nephew's 3, so he can't even cook. But that is why that particular one would be a fallacy of amphibly, because there was miscommunication within the words. All right, fallacy number 3, accent. Hey man, have you read this book yet? Nah, man, like let me see it. Like, whoa, what's this about? Man, bro, like it's impossible to give that book any higher of a criticism. It like, man. So is this good or is it bad or like what? I'm gonna stop hanging out with you, bro, because something's wrong with you. So the reason why this is a fallacy of accent is because the tone was very unclear. He said that, oh, this book, like he couldn't have a higher criticism of this book, but yet he said it in such a tone that made it seem like he was being sarcastic. And unless unless you understand people's sarcasm, I don't even think that's what it is. It's very difficult to hear what the other person is trying to say. So that's why it's that kind of fallacy. Hold on to your hats. We're on fallacy number 4. Okay, man. I've had another thought. You and your thoughts, man. I'm like, what could it possibly be this time about your thoughts? Have you ever thought about like those things that have sand in it and that eat you? Like that eat you with the sand things, right? Like what do you mean like with the sand and things? Talking about like quicksand? Yeah, exactly like quicksand. Like quicksand will eat you. I don't think that's how quicksand works. I don't think that's how quicksand works. I think that, it's obviously like, you know, like you just sink into it. I don't think it eats you. Bro, then how do people die stepping on quicksand? It eats them. All right. So the reason why this one was a fallacy is because obviously quicksand does not eat people. It, has a scientific reason. I mean, you sink in sand because it's kind of like liquid, but it's a solid. It's also a solid. It's like a sticky. It's like a rat trap, kind of, but not really. But it's a trap. It's like a little pot. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Quicksand does not eat people. It is not a living organism. It is literally sand in the ground that if you get caught in it, you're basically like, you're just gonna have a slow death unless you pull yourself out. The next fallacy that we have, division. And it's not like math. Bro, you know that one sorority house that has all of the rich women in it? Yeah. You're talking about that. You're talking about that one on campus. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. So you know, like Leslie, she's in that group. She's in that sorority house, right? So what's the point? Leslie likes to party. What's like? What's the deal with that, bro? That means that if the sorority house has predominantly rich women, that means Leslie is a rich woman. I mean, I think you should get with her. You know, she could be a little sugar mama while you're still in college, bro. No, no, bro. No, she just, no, no. All right, so the reason why this one is a fallacy is because they're taking a whole group, like a whole group of people, and they're applying it to individual members, such as Leslie, who is supposedly in this sorority house, you know, that he's thinking like, hey, she's rich, so I might as well be a sugar mama, which I probably need one, but that, you know. All right, if you've made it to the end of my video, that means that I did not bore you to death with these horrible interpretations of, you know, my, I don't know, just my characters. But we do have one more fallacy to get through. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because this, okay, this fallacy, crap, I forgot the end. This fallacy is the fallacy of composition, and I really hope you can read my writing. Hey, bro, look, I did some research. Like, you know Jeff, right? You know Jeff. Yeah, of course I know Jeff. Like, he's my buddy. Like, I get toilet paper from that guy. Oh yeah, we need toilet paper, you know, the whole coronavirus thing. Yeah, you should probably have him, like, give me some. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to tell you. What I really wanted to tell you is, like, Jeff, he is, he fights a lot. Like, you know, and you know what they say about fighters? Like, he's kind of dumb. Yeah, he fights, so, I mean, he's not the most intelligent person. I mean, but you know, he's pretty decent. That's not what I mean at all. I mean that he's not all there. So like, because he fights so much. So everybody in his fight club, I bet you they have the same intellectual level that he does. You know what? I'm done. You know, not everybody has not everybody is that is in that fight club is necessarily dumb, but you know, most of them are really smart. They get A's and B's in all their classes, bro. But like, they're all dumb, you know, because Jeff is in that fight club. Yeah, he's in that fight club. So everybody else that's just like Jeff is dumb. I don't want to be friends with you anymore, bro. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm out. So the reason why this last one was a fallacy of composition, because like its counterpart division, composition is taking its members and acquiring that to the whole. That's why this dude said, Jeff, everybody who's in this fight club is like Jeff, because he's taking individual members and then putting those attributes to the whole. So that means we've made it to the end of this video. Swipe up and subscribe. I mean, there's no subscription. Just please give me an A. That's all I want. That's my subscription. Please give me an A. All right. I'm going to have fun in quarantine now. I'm going to try to find more toilet paper. But see you all in lecture.